Top of the morning to you laddies, it's your mullet boy Ty here with more news to share with you. Not really anything crazy, but we do have a few topics to talk about, so as always like the video and subscribe as I always appreciate it, and let's get right into it. The other night I was casually scrolling through the official Discord server for Dying Light, which is everything from main voice actors to fellow content creators and even multiple developers who kindly answer questions from time to time. Even sometimes answering things they probably shouldn't have legally, but hey, we appreciate it. One of the conversations between a Techland employee known as Coker and community member Bailey Jordan Neal went on about optimization and false promises in the gaming industry, especially after the downfall of Cyberpunk 2077. Coker goes on to say about Techland when Bailey brings up proper optimization. I believe they will be, they just need more time. And I personally agree, the more time they have, the more features and polish they can add to the game to bring us the best version of it. Of course it'll never be perfect, but nothing is. Bailey asks if they are still struggling with optimization, and Coker comes back with what I have seen on gameplays, mostly it's problems with data streaming, and then goes on to talk about how the variations of the PS4 are pretty different from each other when it comes to hardware. Basically, the newer consoles have an SSD, which allows games to run faster in real time, allows faster loading screens, better loading textures, and all around much faster processes than an HDD, which is what old gen hardware runs on, while the current gen consoles now have implemented SSDs in their systems. Of course, if you wanted to, you could replace the HDD in your last gen console like Coker said he did himself, which the difference is pretty significant apparently. Hopefully they can get the game running smooth on last gen hardware so it doesn't look like Cyberpunk 2077 at launch, framerate wise. If the graphics look that good and we don't get a downgrade, then we'll definitely be taking a lot of screenshots. Hopefully with the photo mode, which hasn't been confirmed or denied as of now. The other thing I want to talk about today is a potential release date. I'd seriously take this with a grain of salt, like, really. Because although 4chan has some real leaks dropped on there from time to time, it's very uncommon, and anyone can come up with anything. That's how the internet works. E3 is easily the biggest gaming event of the year when it happens. That's where we saw the reveal of Dying Light 2 and much more of our favorite games. So on 4chan, a post was dropped potentially revealing what games we may see that day, and I quote, "According to inside sources familiar with Microsoft's plan, here are some early details of the Xbox E3 2021 briefing." So according to this anonymous individual with connections to inside sources, the event will be held virtually on June 17th at Xbox HQ according to the post, which I suppose seems possible. E3 this year is starting virtually June 15th and ending the 17th according to Google. Going back to the 4chan post, we see a list of games that potentially may appear during the Microsoft conference, Dying Light 2 being one of them. From this potential leak, we see Dying Light 2 could be getting a gameplay presentation. I assume like back in 2018 where we got 3 to 4 minutes of footage with someone explaining what is going on and the impact you can make. Just this time surely it won't be Chris Avalon. In the same post, we see Halo Infinite is getting a 20-minute gameplay presentation. It's weird they have a time for how long the Halo presentation will be, but not the Dying Light 2 one. Maybe they didn't get that info from their industry insider. The game is also Xbox C optimized. To quickly explain what that means, it's supposedly a new type of hearing aid implant device which doubles as a headset, which can be used for Xbox, PC, and mobile devices through Bluetooth. That's all we know about that currently, and it'll release at the end of this year. If it's real, and I really hope it is, accessibility in the industry isn't something thought about too often, and there's many people that want to experience the same thing as everyone else. If the leak is true, I gotta give props to Microsoft for being inclusive and helping broaden the community. And of course, the thing you have probably realized already is that it has Dying Light 2 listed as a holiday 2021 release. Now we know the game is hopefully coming out this year with the teaser from a week ago, giving us a 2021 release date but no official day or month. Holiday usually means around Christmas at the very end of the year, so we may get the game at the very end of 2021. Otherwise, if it's not true, I still think the game will come out around the 4th quarter of this year anyways, or it'll just be delayed once again. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. If it all becomes true, then we have 3 months until we get our next big update for Dying Light 2. Or we may get something sooner. As I always say, time will tell. But anyways, thanks for listening to what I had to say. That's all I have to cover today about the recent news circling around in the community. My name is Ty, and come stop by in the next video. Peace.